Welcome, welcome. I think we're up, but I'm loading in. It's a little before midnight, so I'm gonna wait to start moving, but I'm loading up the game, letting textures load in and whatnot. I'm loading in. So we are towards the end game. We are about to head into the Temple of Bhaal. That will lead into the Orin fight. I am going to see what I think of my possibility of soloing Orin with Shadowheart. And, like, I have an idea of how I might be able to make that work. But when I get there and I examine her, and I'm not going to be, like, removing everybody from the party or anything and risking the game over like that much, but I do have an idea of how I might be able to make it work. But yeah, got about 5 minutes until go time. Okay. Mm. Meanwhile, patch 8 has come up, so at the very least, photo mode, F9. Focus character. Track character. Okay. Oh, you can even. Okay. I'll play around with that later, maybe. What's this? Okay, that's Astaria. And my ghouls. And... Yep, it is about time to get going. Oh.
You look well. Are you ready to pursue our enemies?
That is your gift to me, and we are bound together until it is done.
These seem a little insulting. Only until it is done.
Perhaps longer, if you wish it. This bond we share, I believe it is a Lowstream.
If that is so, it will last as long as we do. While Orin lives, I fear we will not last long at all, whether together or apart. We must find her and kill her.
I agree.
Let's have some fun.
And that is why we are here.
The corpse remains silent.
Alright, well, now we have Speak with Dead active.
Stay idle.
To gain admittance to the Bhaal trial, you must cross Manslaughter Chasm. But if you are weak, like this aspirant, the Farslayer will deny you passage. Defeat him or die.
Onward.
Now the Farslayer is somebody who... Oh, and there's verse 3 of the Grimlark. E is for Elkin by Grumir betrayed. F is first murder, the Bhaal primate's aid. So this chasm, somebody will pop up and they will start chanting a power word kill, and they're gonna be like over there. And if we let them complete the spell, our entire party dies. So, like, we must treat that with, we must treat that with, great respect. So, I don't know exactly when it pops up. Right there, I guess. Okay. Farslayer Bhaal Gestev. He is... Okay. Over there. Unstoppable 5. Aura of Murder. Alert. Ethereal. Damage taken while you are concentrating on a conjuration spell will not break your concentration. Opportunity attacks against you have disadvantage. Advantage on saving throws. You are a ghost, undead. Turn resistance, ethereal. Resistant to non-magical physical damage. Immune to necrotic and poison. not immune to radiant. But like all of these other people here also are gonna be trying to stop us from getting there. And like that is quite a long distance. Why am I down in action? Is it because I turned the light off? Did that cost me an action? That's annoying. Okay. Thankfully, was it, illithid powers really help here, because I can fly too far, huh? Not enough movement there.
Right, better get
I
to
can
it.
fly all the way there in a single round. Even without my action, I could have made it all the way to him. Oh yeah, and unfortunately, we did get surprised. And they may very well take out all of our ghouls before we even get to go. It says my turn. It must be catching up. Okay. Well, certainly we're going to be moving as much as we can. It is a good time for Misty Step. And like getting as far across this gap is good. So we're gonna Misty Step all the way over there. And we are going to dash.
My faith will protect me.
And let's see, I think it's probably good to use a potion of speed here. And we'll use the radiant version because they are not resistant to that. They do have the unstoppable, I just want to make sure that I can. Yeah, I can go right next to him, so... I do want to stop. So let's get down there first. Pop off a shot. Start using up that unstoppable. It's a bad time to use Luck of the Far Realm. Okay, the unstoppable is down to 2 already. I will certainly opportunity attack. And no point in doing the Divine Strike Poison. Yeah, I'll Silent Climb Slash, and that'll get rid of the rest of Unstoppable. No, I'm just gonna have to suck up these arrow hits. Like, charming them wouldn't even do anything because they only get 1 attack. Ooh. A bend look might be worth it. Okay. Minthara also has flight, so we want to make sure that she is not moving before she begins flying, because we want all of our speed to be doubled. Dash. We will drink a greater potion, and we will continue flying. Not enough movement to get up there, huh? Wait a minute, what am I doing? I possibly could have done the elemental warp. But I've already used my action. So, I will just fly over here. And then I'll use the elemental warp to join this combat. Yeah, a big part of the challenge of this fight is just getting there fast enough, and I am pretty well equipped to get at least a decent portion of my party over there to start harassing them immediately. Here, mostly just want to not group up. So I'll actually go a little bit off the path because the ghouls will likely run down this way. Now, Will, can you Misty step up here? Too far. Wait, there we go.
Worth a try.
And then I have Thunder Wave. Not into the chasm, but that should make them a little bit less dangerous. Like, these people honestly just don't even really matter. Unless they're gonna impede my movement. Although, the ghouls could just be dead. Oh! I mean, focusing on us isn't nice, but, like, us wasn't gonna make a whole bunch of difference in this fight. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do Shadowheart's turn. Are you being threatened right now? I don't think you are. You are immune to poison, so I'm not going to bother with that. Oh, actually, what we can do...
The slaughter.
Oh, you are being threatened. I am going to disrespect your melee attack. You are undead. We have undead slaying, right? Yeah, there we go. Really? Literally only a 1. And then I don't really need healing. I will flourish on you. And then I will be threatening you. So that when I fire my other shot here, I do sneak attack. And this should finish you off. And once the Farslayer goes, I believe everybody else goes as well. But I'll complete my turn. Maybe it happens at the end of the turn. Oh, there's a chest over there. Oh, do I get to wait for each of them to poof individually? Is that what's happening? So where are you? There's people over here, right? Yeah, there's somebody. Can I get up there? Do I have non-lethal attacks on? That's kind of funny. Hey, I guess the reason I'm bothering, by the way, is these people are going to like disappear. So if I want any loot, I'm gonna have to get it during the battle. Is there anybody nearby that I can... Strangler loses again? What's that? Oh. Well, looks like I don't have enough. Well, sure. Strangler Luke loses the Knucklebones cast again, 4th time this 10-day. We all know how much he hates gut bucket duty, so let's line up and mock him while he's carrying them out. Okay, fine. I guess I may as well just ulti attack you. Okay. ostensibly there's some people down there.
Making my move.
I guess I'll start making my way in that direction. Sure. Yeah, they're disappearing. Who all is left? Is it just these two that had to stand up?
What's the plan?
Yeah, I think I just made things take longer for myself. I'm just gonna wait now. Oh yeah, they're going for the only enemy that's left.
Two steps at a time.
And now he should poof. Alright, and I will leave the people here. Actually, honestly, that's probably worth a short rest at least.
Alright, time to see what's new horrors waiting for us.
And then I'll have
Onward in her name.
Shadowheart just explore a bit. I don't think there's anything to threaten us in here anymore. And like, this is a scary encounter just because it does have the capability of destroying your entire party. But it's really not that tough if you can just get there.
Let's get this lock to yield.
Like, oh, one of those ghosts does have, a kind of unique, rare-ish piece of equipment that is really hard to end up with because you can only get it if you kill that ghost during the fight and loot the corpse before you finish the Far Slayer. But,
Let's see.
this since I am on my well, I'm not going to say my first attempt, but since I am on my first honor mode hopeful success, I didn't want to risk losing the fight over a single piece of gear. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I can't imagine it's important enough to... Well, I don't know. It probably depends on your build. There's nothing really over there, right? Oh.
No time like the
No, no,
present.
no, 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 no. Oh, that's nothing. I need to go down this way to get into there without just flying. But also, I want us to stop following me. And this is where Mintara flew to. Yo, like one trap that you could get stuck up on is if you're trying to fight all of the dudes on the way to her, you could easily run out of action economy and lose the fight that way. But because I have the mobility that I have, and because I've been here and I knew to
Worth grabbing.
focus down the Farseer. Interesting. If you knock them out, they don't disappear. Well, you're not getting up. Hey, there's a chest. Exploits of the Order of Keen Strike. A stained record that alternates between two different handwritings, one thick and measured, the other slanted and erratic. I did it again, didn't I? Struck keen, didn't I? Picture it. Helm and cloak in. Patriarch stumbles into the latrine, bends over the bowl, vomits everywhere. All I need to do is drop a brick from behind, he's done. A most glorious, most keen kill, my friend, but it shudders in comparison to my recent escapade. Poison was the key, and it was on the key. The poor creature reached for the key to unlock her homestead, secure herself, and sealed her fate. We talking poison, are we? My last one was cooking a stew. Smelled bloody lush, too. Plenty of meat. Lamb, I think. Reckon it was for a big celebration, enough to feed a family, maybe even a whole street. It was missing only one ingredient to my estimation. Had it in the cupboards too, right there. Lie. Plenty of lie. Oh, how they gurgled, my friend, a wondrous chorus. Dropped a thin barb of steel into soup. She slurped it up. It lodged straight in the back of the gullet. Choked to death on soup and blood. Found a lonely chef bent over a bubbling vat of broth. It was simple, easy, just pushed and held his head. Felt like barely a moment passed before he did. The elaborate one-upmanship continues in similar fashion. And is there anything worth checking out over here, maybe? Oh, I could have gone through this way. Okay. I didn't notice. Alright, well, I have gotten about as much as I care to. Us still needs some health. And since it's just us, I'll just have him drink some potions. Oh, can't. Some summons can, I guess
No
us
time
can.
to dally.
Interestingly enough, all of the ghouls survived. That's fine.
Wits and blades, always sharp. Need to press onward.
Oh, skeleton here.
curious.
Strangle Death Manifesto. This sweat-blotted letter looks unfinished, perhaps even unsent. To my fellow blood brethren, if you are reading this missive, know that your number among my most trusted confidants. Also know that if you betray my trust, my hands will grip your throat with the steadfast embrace of long-parted lovers. So, yes, of late, my friends, I have felt a calling when my fingers meet each other around the windpipe, as if there is a voice whispering sweet nonsense into my ear as I tear the breath from my quarry's lungs. I think I am chosen by our Lord of Murder, perhaps even related. Yes, my brethren, I will stake my claim on a legacy of murder, a throne of blood. I will challenge Lady Orin to her birthright, and if my grip stops her gasps before she flays my skin from bone, I will become Strangler Luke, son of Bhaal. Note to self, come up with a catchier title before sending. That one's rubbish. I am guessing that did not go well for him.
Better get to it. The Lord of Murder shall perish.
But in his doom he shall spawn a score of mortal progeny.
Might as well take a look.
I missed a hanging corpse up here. So it looks like there's basically two different ways that I could go. And I think what I did last time was I went one way and circled back to the other way just so I could explore the whole map.
I should grab that. I'm trying to keep... 'cause I don't remember if there's traps or anything down here, so I'm trying to keep ready to hit the right click in case I need to stop suddenly. Is this what I think it is? Oh, this might be the way to the morphing pool. Like, we don't go here quite yet, I think. But I'll get the barrels. But yeah, pretty soon, I bet.
Yeah, the cranium rats. We should not be going this way. Not yet. And I don't think there's even anything over there like worth getting before we move on. And I guess I was wrong, it's just that way to go towards the temple. Or maybe the splitting point was... Oh, verse 5. I is for Illicera, Balspawn, Fighter Mage. J is for Yergel, exhausted by age. Which means I think I probably missed 4 somewhere in the chasm, but I don't feel like going and finding it. So we go this way.
Chaos will be sown from their passage.
So here's where the split is, and I want to go this way, for no particular reason. I thought I remembered there being a split.
A grisly corpse and the Lord of Murder. The perfect match, really.
But also a trap.
Trap saith the wise Alondo.
By the way, my other save files don't do this with the traps. I don't know what it is that's making them not always succeed. Possibly something to do with lag, maybe? Okay, that one finally went. Are each of them trapped? I bet they are.
Trap.
I bet it's because I'm streaming. I bet that's taking up enough resources on my computer that it messes with the trap disarming. Something to 6. The effigy of Amalison who grasped divinity. What use her betrayal? She thought herself perfect, but forgot the one she served. Below is an exaggerated signature written in blood, Orin the Red. And the clown's severed head.
A head parted from its neck. Dribbles, I believe.
We found Dribble's head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I bet there's only one more piece to Dribble somewhere.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
You know, eventually I'll actually fail one of these rolls. I really wish it wouldn't do this. Come on. I'm gonna go to the menu and come back. Sometimes that fixes it. That's really annoying. But I don't want to leave them there because they are actually in our path. But you could see there, it wasn't on screen very long, but you could see there that I am still in honor mode, or at least it says so. Oh man, imagine if I didn't have the sleight of hand gloves, the gloves of thievery, and I actually had to only roll one die each time. I definitely would be triggering a bunch of traps. Maybe if I let it count everything up, that'll make it different. I don't know. that didn't seem to care about that. You know what? Weak to force.
No time to dally.
Do not distract me.
My faith protects me.
That's what they get if they don't want to let me disarm the trap. Hello, how are you? We are on our way to take on Orin. And I am not promising I'm gonna try it, but I'm gonna see about, like, I have the idea of possibly trying to solo Orin with Shadowheart. Like, I have an idea of how I might be able to do it.
I see a way.
What? That's just... okay. I don't know what that is. Is there anything else over here? No, I already got those. One of the ghouls.
Out of sight, out of mind. Careful.
There is work to do. Off I go.
Sometimes if you slap a minion around, it'll get unstuck. Here is where the paths converge, I believe.
But Alondo did not see. He did not know. He did not revel in the glory of what is to come.
Verse 6. K is for keen strike, Baal's order great. L is for Elia, Duke Janeth of the gate. Nothing up there to care about. Oh, there's a chest over there. Nice potion.
No time to waste.
Alright, I'm gonna go back the other way here. But I'm not gonna sneak so much because I think there's not really much danger. And us stay here. Actually, I'm gonna camp everybody here. Ah, this way. And this is just my exploration goblin hitting.
He did not know. He did not revel in the glory of what is to come.
Nothing up there. Anything in here? Probably not. Oh, there's a chest.
But Orlando did not see. He did not know. He did not revel in the glory of what is to come.
Yeah, I think all of the torches that show up after they've said the story just repeat the last line. But I also think they like recorded a bunch of different people saying these lines so that it could be a little bit randomized. Alright, and I have rejoined, I believe, where the path had split. Technically not quite, it's over there. But I have been there before. And so I can just fly back down to join my compatriots. Okay. And as I was going through here, you saw that the map turned red. So this would be our last chance to like go rest or go to camp for any reason.
Just avoid that trap.
And of course I blundered right into the traps. Is that unstable blood? And of course they're gonna do this again. I mean, not that it even matters, I guess. I already ran into it. For the record, I've been having trouble with traps on this save file where, like, it's a crapshoot whether or not the successful disarm actually disarms the trap or not. Tripwires are particularly troublesome. It's not happening in my other save files. My best guess is that somehow the streaming is using up enough resources that it's interfering. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I am going to go grab a crate from somewhere. Here, that'll work.
Might as well.
I probably could just walk over it, but there we go. And I see you.
Stepping softly.
Be careful. There are traps about.
Alright, can you at least disarm the one that hasn't triggered yet? I'll give it 3 shots before I decide to just jump everybody over it manually. Oh! It actually worked.
Best avoid that trap.
I don't care about the vent. And then it would be convenient if this one also disarmed. There. Okay.
Whatever comes, I'm ready. Follow it then.
Oh, the vent.
How
Okay,
considerate.
right.
Stone seals this chamber against the world. The Bhaal amulet trembles in frightened awe.
I will examine the door, why not?
bloody murder. Who else but Bhaal would these symbols honor?
Press the amulet against the door.
Will you return once you cross this threshold?
Forgotten bloodied halls. And there was a journal update. We've opened the Temple of Bhaal using the Bhaal amulet. Now we must face Orin within, and Forgotten bloodied halls. Discover the Temple of Bhaal.
Elf skin, soft and supple. Almost a shame to cure it.
Now, interestingly enough, you can just start killing these people, and nobody will care.
And anger, gripping the skull and hammer, hammer, hammer. Gore on the wall, pulp on the hands, head all gone. Yes,
That's
yes,
not strictly
I
true.
killed him. I killed them all.
I forget under which conditions they will and will not help each other.
Got to keep moving. I'd better take a peek. I'd better do the talking.
I'm rather hoping your skin remains intact. Until I slice it up for stitching, at least.
Saravok, purged at last. I do not see why the Dreadlord kept such a fossil around so long.
Oh yeah, I did, in fact, murder Saravok.
A stranger. Delectable, yes. I wonder, how would your flesh feel slithering down my gullet? Succulent. Ha, tender.
Worth a rummage?
Truly, Lady Orin's kills are something to behold. Orin is
And I don't want to approach that quite yet.
undisciplined. You were dead with in her ancestors' Orin plays. Yes. At your stature, with your constitution. An ounce of Hezro bile, 2 spoons of wyvern blood, and a corpse flower's nectar. That would do.
Alright. I am gonna send everybody else to hang out, probably right near the entrance.
Watch your back. Go.
And Shadowheart will
My
continue
faith will
exploring
guide me.
alone. We found Orin's victim tied to an altar. We should be careful as we approach. We were anointed unholy. Oh yeah.
Got to press on.
Is there anywhere to land over there? No, not really.
Let's see.
So we will go in the other direction.
Tell me then,
I'm rather hoping your skin
Oh,
remains
we already
intact.
talked to her.
Let's see what we have here.
I don't mind wading through a little blood. Masha's wedding vows. Stiv, when I called you to elope, I meant for us to be together eternally in the only way my faith allows. This dagger, the sacred mark of my lord, is our witness, priest and officiant. With it I die by your side, and you by mine. Offer up your belly of flesh that I may rend it.
Shh. Silence is good. No screaming, no crying, no pleading, no air escapes. When I squeeze, I make sure they're quiet. I made them all quiet now.
Let's see what I can glean.
Welcome, unholy assassin. Please, step closer. Take a look. We have much to learn from Orin's techniques.
So you too passed Saravok's tribunal. Killing him was an inspired choice. I wish I'd thought of that.
Just check for anything useful.
A key. That key, I would guess, goes to something that isn't anywhere near here at all. The ecstasy of murder. Once Bhaal's favor has quickened within one of his beloved murderers, the bliss of his love is nigh indescribable, for he blesses his loyal with a new sensation, a mindless, instinctual, primal sensation that comes from within the bowels, an erotic spasm that washes over the killer in the moment of murder. It is said that in that instant, his divine essence can almost be tasted. Forsake all other hedonisms, acolytes, for nothing can compare, until the true ecstasies of murder wash over you, initiates. This scroll contains a prayer you may say after a kill, calling for the Lord's disgrace to find its course in your body.
Borrowed scrolls must be returned within a 10-day. It seems the Temple to Murder has a lending library.
Huh. Our enemy's fate. Here lies Flaming Fist Manip and Tira Thorpe, who thought to interfere with an unholy ritual in Harborview Park. Her body will lie here until every scrap of flesh has been picked clean by corpse beetles. Thus shall we serve all who meddle in the bloody business of Bhaal.
Keep low and quiet. Need to tread softly.
I don't see anything over here, but I see an opening here.
Let's see what we have
And this
here.
is past Orin, so whatever's back here, I'm willing to bet she would not want us to see.
Simply begging to be robbed.
Well, these are non-hostile. I believe in my ability to escape combat if something happens, so I will.
Might find something useful.
Well, they haven't kicked me out.
Lady Orin awaits you at the altar. Make haste.
Okay, okay.
Let's see what I can glean.
Lady Orin awaits you. Yes.
So you've said.
Might as well take a look.
But none of this is even marked
All
as
the
owned.
hallmarks of a protracted torture. Orin clearly enjoyed herself here.
A plan for chaos. How weakly the city slumbers above, safe behind its walls. It forgets what lurks below. It must be reminded. If the tyrant wishes them to suckle his accursed teat, I can make them crave it. My sweet assassins set to stalk their hearths and stifle their throats. My changelings will turn the very face of hope against them. Master choking apprentice, father hacking down son. The city will butcher itself soon enough, and the lordling will be powerless to stop it. I wonder if all of this is not marked as owned because I am an unholy assassin. Possibly. Hello.
Unnoticed. Good. Let's get this lock to yield.
Even the lockpicking wasn't marked as criminal activity. Blood envy for the unworthy. Oh, my stupid slaughterkin, how many thousands will you mutilate before you learn to make their blood spill worthy of Father's altar? You deceive your god with these mindless flayings, and our temple, no, my temple, decays because of it. It can't be so. It mustn't be so. The favorite of Bhaal must be the one worthy of his name, one who serves him and only him. If you insist on shouldering the yoke of these other so-called chosen, then I will craft you one better, a worm to make you mindless as the altar meat you butcher. And I will restore this temple in Baal's true image, a glorious vision built atop your festering corpse. This is addressed to the Dark Urge, and since I am not playing the Dark Urge, she has successfully killed him. And don't mind me, just casually taking a nap in Orin's bed.
I must keep going.
Invasion plans for Baldur's Gate. Okay, we don't care too much about those, but... Oh.
What do we have here? What do we have here?
Manifesto. Written on leathery parchment, the document has a fetid metallic odor. Manifesto, 13 Uktar 1482, about a decade before the events of this game. I, Orin, called the Red by Shalar, daughter of Helena, granddaughter of Serevuk Anchev, do vow in the name of Bhaal, my lord of murder, to serve his unholy will. I shall become an incarnation of slaughter, and the pain and humiliation inflicted upon his temple by the ignorant masses of Baldur's Gate shall be repaid 1,000-fold. This do I swear and attest with my own heart's blood. Orin's mother, Helena. Concerning Orin the Red. Little sister, whatever in the Grey Wastes are we going to do with you? Bhaal will never care that you waste your time posing your corpse dollies. Bhaal doesn't care whether you give him the corpse of a pauper or a king. At the end of the day, all Father wants is death in droves, death in numbers, to sap away the life of this dull world as swiftly and widely as we can. You plan, you plot, you prevaricate, and you waste his time. Bhaal does not need us to think, he needs us to kill. You kill beautifully, and have talents in your shapes magics that I never will. But you do not understand Lord Bhaal. Perhaps it is a failing of your diluted blood as a mere grandchild. I am his sole living pure blood. I will accept no challenge from you until you show some damned respect. And I believe that that is probably from the Dark Urge, who has a very different take on fulfilling Bhaal's proclivities. Now, Orin's mother, Helena, is here, and I didn't bring Astarion with his necromancy of Thay, so I have to actually use Speak with Dead as a spell. But it is a ritual spell, at least. Where'd it go? There we go.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Why were you put on display like this?
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Who are you?
Helena Antev, daughter of Saravok, mother of Orin.
Why did you try to kill your own daughter?
I wanted to be Bhaal's chosen. Saravok told me she must be my offering. I was close, my hand around her throat. I failed.
Does Orin know that Saravok ordered you to kill her?
No. She worshipped him, loved him. So did I.
So what happened to you?
Orin, my daughter. I tried to kill her, but she killed me first.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Okay, so it is time to see about doing the thing. And I believe we can indeed just go up here. Yeah.
Quiet as a mouse.
So there are a couple of things, if we're going to try to solo Orin, that we need to be aware of. We are not the Dark Urge, so there won't be a duel. We would have to solo her as she is built to defeat a party. And like the rest of our team is here, they will interfere if I think it's not going to be doable. But she's going to have Unstoppable 12, and that's going to be refreshed every turn by this thing, as long as these people are chanting. So one thing I will have to manage is finding a way to kill them through Sanctuary. And in order to do that...
Have to keep low.
Okay, yeah. I am going to start by drinking a potion of invisibility. and going into turn-based mode. Oh, I want to make sure I have that. That uses up one of my turn-based mode actions, but that's okay. I drank a potion because I could have used my channel divinity, but that's only for a couple of turns, and I don't want to use my own concentration on what I'm doing here. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up the ability to these caustic bulbs will make acid surfaces that will deal d4 damage per round until long rest. So if I split these, and I believe dropping one at my feet will not break invisibility. I was wrong. Well, it looks like...
I smell it. Gortash's corpse stain. His killer approaches. You knew the Murder Lord could not be denied his meat. But Saravok's crimson was not yours to spill. He was mine. You had no right to take him. Oh, did it think it could protect? Did it think it could save? Only the blades can offer salvation.
So, since I did talk to her mother, I have this special dialogue option here. Like the salvation your mother offered, she attacked you on Saravok's orders. Your father's orders.
No. No. No, no, no! He didn't! He didn't! Filthy, pig-mouthed little liar! Grandfather loved me. He worshipped me! These petty smearings will not save you.
I'll go with persuasion. Saravok's your father, Orin. He abused your mother. He abused you. And I don't want to use my action on guidance. We'll just see how it goes. Good enough.
No. Not him. Not him. I did all this for him. Everything. Everything.
No, Orin. You did this for me.
Bhaal. Father, they lied to me. They lied.
Hush, child. No more doubts. No more fears. No more Orin. Become murder.
Okay. So, Unstoppable 12. She'll have that every turn until these are dealt with. Legendary action. Oh, that's the legendary resistance. Slayer form. A Mismo Scarlet. Oh yeah, so this buff I got for taunting her. It actually gives her bonuses. I probably maybe shouldn't have done that. Legendary action. Orin can use Sanguine Lash after being attacked, and it doesn't mention it here, but that attack, it has to be a melee attack. But here's the big part of it. If Orin does not use her legendary action in a round, Bhaal's Edict is placed on a creature. Bhaal's Edict, if you don't kill another creature before the end of your turn, you will die instantly. I do not know if that is restricted to my party or if it could be on any creature. I dare not risk it. So I must melee attack Orin every turn and suck up the Sanguine Lash, which will... It's an 8d8 in a cone, dex save for half, and cause bleeding for 3 turns. And I'm just gonna have to like heal through that or whatever. So her strength is 27. And I am going to slowly whittle that down through drain. I'll go ahead and use the poison. I did save. But yeah, ability strength, ability drain strength. So, I have a caustic bulb there. I'm gonna have a dash. And this is gonna take a little bit of time to set up. I'll go ahead and do the Sanctuary now, actually, as my other bonus action, just so I don't provoke. I may not have enough smoke powder bombs to do what I'm thinking of doing, actually. I'm just going to place the caustic bulbs. So this part I was gonna do while invisible, but it is what it is. So the thought process here being that these caustic bulbs will place each of these people in a puddle of acid that will drain them of life. And so I won't have to spend my own actions killing them over the course of the fight. I need to split one more off. And my original thought was that I would have a ring of smoke powder bombs so that I would be able to set all of them off with a single action, but I don't think I have enough smoke powder bombs to make that happen, to make that work. Okay, Sanguine Lash is back. Now, I am going to be going through potions pretty heavily, so I'll drink one of those. And where did it go? Terrazol doesn't take an action, but will haste me. So now, okay, the strength is still going down. It's not the time to crit. Yeah, that does a lot of damage. So I will drink. Oh, that's the smoke powder bomb. And then he is in Caustic Brine. And I will drink, I think one of these. Oh, stunned isn't good. Alright. Time to bring the others in.
Let's prowl. Silent as the grave.
Okay. Orin is the only one that's gonna go. So I'm gonna go ahead and disengage here. What am I gonna try to do? Shit! I meant to use the cunning action disengage. Son of a bitch. Well, 100% arrow of many targets.
To the death. Let's go.
Wait, what? What just happened? Astarion had Bhaal's edict? How did Astarion have Bhaal's edict on him? Because
I should get these wounds taken care of.
because Orin
Battle favors the
because
fearless.
Shadowheart was stunned and couldn't attack. I think this is gonna be it, guys. I messed up bad. Oh. Minthara. How come my people aren't even getting turns? What's going on? There's no way I can do this, is there?
Taking up position.
Okay. At least got the Bhaal's edict for this round. And I pretty much am gonna have to do that immediately. Bhaal's edict on Shadowheart. Shadowheart has to kill somebody without an action. Well. That's going to require a potion of speed to begin with. That's not far enough. Wait. That could do it. Okay. Big potion. Shadowheart's back in it.
Stunning is so bad. Okay. Gonna start with huge potion. I don't imagine we can be lucky enough to knock you prone. I guess not. Actually, I didn't hit, so Bhaal didn't do the legendary reaction, which means I should turn off Great Weapon just to make sure that this hits. Yep, okay. I'll try it. Wow. And now Minthara is stunned too. Well, Shadowheart at least is no longer stunned. So we are gonna do the biggest spirit guardians we can. That's Minthara. Boom. Actually, you know what? I guess I'll provoke from you. Okay, now that I've provoked from you. Wait, seriously? Sentinel. Which means... Wait, I know. I have scrolls of Misty Step, I'm sure.
And then I can make my melee attack on Orin. Shit. I needed... Did Orin just use disengage? Okay, so I'll be able to hit both of these with that. Damn. And big potion, but not max potion. Oh right, the lethargic. And stunned, of course. Which means... Oh wait, but she did do the... Sanguine Lash at least, right? Fucking stunned. Ball's Edict on Minthara, who is at least not stunned. Alright, so I will go ahead and do this. I will suck up the attack of opportunity. And then I will drink my potion. And you're in brine.
Strike hard, strike fast.
You're gone.
On the move.
Okay. I guess Shadowheart is soloing her after all. Okay, that's you. I am not currently not enough movement for that, but we can fly. Seriously? Strength down to 22. Oh, and turn. Damn. I suppose I may as well. And I think I can get away with a slightly less than maximum potion. No, I better use the big one. This is not the time to conserve.
Let's make this quick. Onward.
Okay, so that's at least a thing. I will use a darkness arrow so I don't have to use my own concentration for that. Okay, last round of haste, so I must retain a bonus action to renew my haste. That is absolutely imperative. I have 2 bonus actions. You know, I'll put 3 turns of darkness down here. I will drink. This time I will drink. No, I'm gonna keep up with the big ones. And a potion of speed. Absolutely. Blood marrow skeleton, huh? How much? Can I start damaging you yet? You know, I'm high enough on hit points. I think I'm actually going to use my other bonus action to make another attack. And then a gutting bolt. Can I do it from? Yeah, I guess not. Okay. And I must drink a potion of speed. You know what I could do? I don't want to get too close to Gale, though. Maybe I'll just stack them up more a little bit on this side. I will suck up the attack of opportunity. I will fire a smoke powder arrow. No, that's not a good plan. I will magic missile one of these and you. I will drink that size potion. And I will drink a potion of speed. There is a smoke powder barrel that I got in here. Suck up the attack of opportunity. Oh. And I can just drink the potion. And I don't want to be this close to the edge. Holy crap, I made her prone. So what's this contagion? Affected entity has disadvantage on attack rolls and checks. Each turn it must succeed a saving throw, or the poisoning will worsen. On 3 successes, it recovers. On 3 failures, it contracts a disease. Actually... Oh, you lost... Oh, motherfucker. You lost all of your... We fucking did it.
A metallic tang fills the air as the Slayer's form is drained of life. Ashes to ashes, blood to blood. You have robbed another god of his chosen.
Okay, well. Oh, right.
So, we have the final stone. I need to see it for myself. There it is. So innocent, but such potential. You have done very well indeed.
The netherstones pulse with psionic energy, permeating you, pulling you in line with their rhythm. The thrum quickens, rising, cresting on a single feeling. A location.
A moving pool beneath the city itself. So that's where the Chosen imprisoned the brain.
You know Baldur's Gate best. How do we find this morphic pool?
If memory serves, there are smuggling routes beneath the city. They will take you underground. When we reach the pool, we will find the brain, and we will end this. In death, thraldom, or freedom. But a word of caution. Once we cross into the Elder Brain's domain, there will be no turning back. Finish your business here before you proceed. The brain will be waiting for us.
I understand. Right. Oh, us never came with. Interesting. I think he probably just would have died though. Oh. I just made my saves. I was lucky because I was not thinking about those at all. I am definitely going to be resting, so I'm just going to use spell slots to revivify my people. I no longer need Speak with Dead active. I will do that. Where's Revivify? I have Revivify, right? Oh wait, yeah, there it is. I don't... what else I accidentally took off. Probably freedom of movement. Okay.
Take you.
I cannot take much more of this.
Take you.
That nearly ended me.
Where's Will? Oh, he's up here.
Take you.
Oh, this isn't good.
Let's do a short rest.
Enough sitting around. Let's go hurt someone.
Take you.
Okay.
Let's get this thing open.
No reason not to guidance now.
What happened? Where am I?
Your interventions are more timely than those of the gods themselves. I owe you my thanks. And my life. Not sure I've got the energy for any vigorous adventuring after all that excitement. I'll be back at camp, counting my blessings.
Mutilated corpse. Nice, nice. Crimson Mischief. Additional 1 to 4 piercing damage against targets with 50% of their hit points or fewer. Main hand only. When you make an attack with advantage, the target takes an additional 7 piercing damage. This is great for a dual-wielding rogue. Alter key. Oh, huh. I guess we may as well pick up the caustic ball that I didn't use.
Might find something useful.
think the blood marrow skeletons are empty. I am honestly shocked that we managed to survive that, but I will take it. There is a temptation to just murder all of these people, but I am so low on resources, and that would just be an exercise and a waste of time. Do they say anything though?
That pretty skin of Orin's all melted to nothing. Unflayed, untreated. What a waste.
I may as well see what they all say.
To let such a weakling leave unharmed. But it is Bhaal's decree. I will not defy him.
Are you talking about me?
Begone, before I set my teeth to your flesh.
She is crushed, destroyed, obliterated. But her skull did not sit in my palm. Not by my hand, no. No.
So messy. All you needed was a drop of Adabile. That would have done for Orin.
I think I've talked to you. Yeah.
Her screams. So loud. Should have cut them off. Squeezed harder. Still, she is silent now.
You killed her! You killed her! I thought it not possible. And yet, curious.
Such agonies I would inflict upon you for what you've done here. But Bhaal's law is absolute. You may leave unmauled.
And honestly, I think we would kill everybody here if we weren't just a little bit too weak.
From bonds free, no more a slave. Liberators, saviors, pawns, dupes, fools,
So that sounds pretty scary, but like they've got to let us long rest, right? Like we can't just be unallowed to long rest before the final fight. So I'm gonna do it. Hey, we just beat Orin by the skin of our teeth. I was trying to be clever and solo her with Shadowheart. I had a plan, but a lot of things went wrong with that plan, including my own inexperience with what would and would not, for instance, break invisibility. And then she had people with her that stunned me, and that took it out.
You wish to consult me?
But in the end, everybody but Shadowheart died, and then Shadowheart finished her off solo, so Orin is dead. You have your vengeance.
One part of it. A smaller part than I had hoped.
Then let us move on to the final part, the Elder Brain.
As you wish. There is little use fretting over spilt blood.
Bhaal's chosen has been bled. May her torment be tenfold of that which she inflicted.
I'd like you to wait in camp for now.
Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready.
Remain here. I'll come for you if I need you.
And just when things were warming up.
There's Gale. Well, let's talk to the others. We'll get to them.
Ready and waiting.
Whatever happens next, be sure that I will document it all as accurately as possible.
Hell's take that Bhaal freak. She would have bled the whole world just for the fun of it. We've got her netherstone now. One step closer to getting the netherbrain under control.
Good riddance to the shape changer. Couldn't have happened to a worse wretch.
Okay, Gale.
I've been threatened with the sharp end of a dagger before, but never with such a monster as Orin holding the blade. Certainly would have been a disappointment to spend so long resisting the instructions of my own god, only to die as the plaything of someone else's.
She made a grave mistake in taking you. One I was happy to punish her for.
I'm grateful that you did. Most would have abandoned me to my fate, rather than take on a chosen of the god of murder. I hope we never see Orin's like again. Mind flayers and absolutists I can handle, but she was nothing but cruelty and carnage. Another whose god should go unworshipped. Always a pleasure to share a moment with you, if not in the way I once envisioned. What do you need of me?
Join me, why don't you? There's plenty of adventure to be had.
With pleasure. Lead on. Which way to the nearest
What level
line?
even are you these days? It's been a long time since Gale existed in our party. Right. Certainly wizard over warlock. right, patch 8 is out now. Yeah, let's take that. Why not? Oh. Sure and sure. Actually, do I want Shadow Blade? Nah. Oh, that was it. He was only down 1 level, huh? Okay. I don't think I need to do much for Gale, but just have him with us. It has been a long journey, and I would like my golden dice, so I do not want to risk it. So I am just gonna have Gale do his thing.
I wonder what the next move is.
Okay. Just so I don't have to worry about it. Elixir of Cloud Giant Strength here. Astarion. We do have a Bloodlust for Astarion.
Yes.
Zara. Viciousness.
Yes.
Gale. Battle Mage's Power. Elixirs now. We no longer need a... Well, actually, hang on. Conjure. Send to Gale. Let's give... heroism to the air elemental.
A long way to go still.
And us, I believe, can't drink an elixir. Right? No. But...
I'm ready.
And I'm gonna try with one of these first. Does that work? Yes, it does. But only for 10 rounds. Well, it's good to know that that's an option. Okay.
Let's get on with it.
Alright, so first off, we pretty much don't need anything. Well, I guess we do need the netherstone.
What now?
Cortical fire.
Alright, the Long Striders. Is Mizora one of our allies? Mizora. Mizora is one of our allies. I'll long stride her, sure. Minthara. Shadowheart doesn't have Longstrider yet, and neither does us. Alright, and then you can go ahead and put your Backyard Trace on.
Invisibility.
Minthara. You can do your Armor of Agathis. And... oops! I did that with the level 1 spell slot and not the Warlock spell slot. Let's go ahead and refresh that. That's better. The clown paint. What else am I missing?
How delicious. Moving. Time for discretion.
Make you happy. Shield of Thralls. You have shielded thralls too, right?
Time to kill.
Do you not have shielded thralls? You do not have shielded thralls.
There is work to do.
Alright, then we will leave camp. Alright, let me go ahead and do the aid real quick. Get my spell slot back. Put my back on. Alright. Gale?
The Annals of Karsus.
Oh.
The preamble to a civilization's downfall, committed to parchment by the very hand that wrought its destruction. If the crown atop the Elder Brain was truly forged by Karsus himself, this book will confirm it. All we have to do is turn the page.
Alright, we'll give it to him.
Devil Raphael was telling the truth. There's no doubt. The crown of Karsus is what's controlling the Elder Brain. And this is no mere journal. It contains Karsus's original plans for the crown's construction. His designs for godhood.
The design for self-destruction, more like. Didn't this crown kill Karsus?
Not exactly. It was what he did with it that sealed his fate, and, for a time, that of magic itself. The crown was merely the means. The book states that the crown and netherstones were originally one construct, seemingly sundered at the moment of Karsus's downfall. If we can collect the crown's setting and the 3 netherstones, and with the correct invocation of certain spells and gestures detailed in these notes, I think I could reforge it.
That crown's caused chaos. We should be seeking a way to destroy it, not make it more powerful.
Do not mistake the crown itself for the actions of its wearer, or rather, those controlling its wearer at present.
Well, we're the ones with
If we could restore its former glory, it would no longer be a mere leash and collar used to subjugate friend or foe. It would be something greater. Something divine. Just think of it. The power of the gods in mortal hands at last. We'd be free of doctrine and dogma, confined only by the limits of our imaginations. I promise you, the gods will never grant us such a blessing, no matter how much we worship and adore them.
Don't dare to assume why I worship. Not all of us share such transactional relationships with our gods.
But do you not expect something in return for your devotion? Some favor? Some stir of courage? Some response?
Actually, no.
I worshipped Mistra loyally for years, and in that time she granted me the barest sliver of the power I was ready to wield. Even with the fate of the world at stake, she had little more to offer me than the means of blowing myself up at a more convenient time. She's done nothing to help us. Mistra wanted the brain obliterated because of this crown. She fears a world in which such power is beyond her control, ready to be claimed by Karsus's successor.
And you believe yourself to be that successor?
Not until this moment. But I can't help beginning to see such a destiny unfold before me. Powerful as he was, Carsus lacks some advantages I can lay claim to. I know Mystra intimately, and I carry a fragment of the weave itself within my body. Carsus achieved many things, but he never managed that. A long road lies ahead before the crown comes into our possession. All I ask for now is that you do not dismiss this possibility out of hand. Please, at least think on it.
I've got to go with the Chosen of Shar option. Mystra is no friend of the Dark Lady. If you can dethrone her, you have my support.
I'm glad you can recognize this for the opportunity it is. Nevertheless, not a step to take lightly. It's our future that I'm thinking of. Can't rely on anyone else to do it for us. For now, we've learned all we can. Whatever comes of this, we cannot allow the crown to be reforged in Raphael's image. A devil wielding the might of Carsus. It would be the end of everything.
All right. Okay, one more trip to camp. Everybody come with. I was 100% planning on just letting Gale blow up, but there was a Chosen of Shar option to support his ascent to godhood. Okay. But what we are going to do is take an idea from what he was going to accomplish. So, what do we really need to take with us? There's no need for gold anymore. We no longer need elixirs. And we don't need those potions. Okay, no more need for alchemy. I never ended up using Ethel's charm. It's a bit late for that now. Ah, screw it. Oh! And that does... Okay. That does affect the weight I can carry. I may as well keep Shovel's Friend Fighter on me. But we're not going to be using the Sucer Dagger. We don't need camp supplies anymore. These are all... Okay, we do need that stuff. I guess not the Infernal Marble. Or that. No further need for keys. We are not going to the House of Hope now, for sure. No further need of elixirs. Sure. I'm not going to sift through all of those, but the equipment that I'm not using can all go to camp. throwables could still be usable, but let's send the biggest of the... Okay.
Don't touch me.
Nothing that I can really save on weight here. It's mostly arrows, and we want the arrows.
Still draw breath.
All these other weapons that we're not using, we can send to camp. And you're not really carrying much, are you? You are carrying way too much water. Let's split off like 10 of those. And send the rest to camp. Okay. We have been collecting barrels all game.
What's next, I wonder?
It's time to use them. But not all of them. I can't carry that much around with me. So the water barrels, certainly we don't need those. So, what are our options here? Smoke powder barrels are probably the best bang for the weight that we're gonna have. Okay, the others can't carry too many. So we only have, let's see. Brine barrels are probably going to be the least effective. So let's send all of those back. Acid barrels are probably going to be the... there's not too many of those though. Fire wine, smoke powder, and oil. The fire wine explosion, it doesn't really say, versus the oil barrel. Well, I have a bunch of these. So if I... Oil barrel. Fire wine barrel. Let's send the fire wine barrels back and see where I'm at. 2,500. $40 each. One, two, three, four, 5. So that's 200, 400, 600. Yeah, I think I'm just sending all of the oil back. So these are 26 each, and I need to get rid of about 1,000. Let's see where we are. Oh! The fireworks. And these. Those are 26 each as well. I'm not above having some of those, but not at the cost of the smoke powder barrels. Okay, so okay. And this heavily encumbered still. Regular encumbered. No longer encumbered. This is how many barrels we get to work with. Alright, let's go do the thing. Oh, hey, yeah, I do read chat. I can get focused on the game. Somebody has asked, do I read chat? Baldur's got the final update developed. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and I do have patch 8, but this honor mode run has been in the works for a long time, so I'm not starting a new patch 8 run quite yet. So I apologize for the delay on reading chat. I just was quite... I want to go north. Focused on my preparations there. If Gale is not gonna blow up the brain, we're just gonna have to blow it up ourselves. And then there is still some time before we get to the brain, but that's why I didn't want to over-encumber myself with the barrels. If it were the case that we could go directly to the brain from here, I probably would just load one person up with barrels. But we still do have to actually get there, so it is what it is. And honestly, I think the ghouls aren't gonna make it, because I do not get to control them.
Unseen. Perfect. Best step softly. Mine needs greater anyway.
And the cranium rats can be a bit of a pain. I'm gonna see if I can take care of them all. Or almost all. They are coming.
No harm in a little conversation.
Move.
Cranium rats. They swarm when an elder is near. We must be close to its hiding place.
I was trying to concentrate.
Beware. A solitary rat may be trivial, but a swarm is dangerous.
The ghouls.
The stones call to us. Their bearers will come to us.
There's a couple of rats left. And our ghouls are gonna walk through the fire to get them. Ghouls can be confused. That's okay. I am not even gonna bother checking the cranium rats.
Let's try this way.
Or any, well, I mean, I'll look.
Rather rummage.
I can't imagine there's gonna be anything in these that I care about. Evading the Elder Brain. The Emperor, as interrogated by Gortash, Part 3. Gortash, when we captured you, you were a rogue, an autonomous illithid beyond the power of the Elder Brain that transformed you. That is correct. When we brought you back into the psionic ambit of our hovering friend, the Absolute, your defenses were overwhelmed, and you returned to your former servile state. Also correct. How did you escape the control of the Elder Brain in the first place? In my original human form, I possessed an exceptionally strong personality, so much so that even after ceramorphosis, I still substantially myself. Of course, I concealed this beneath a semblance of perfect servitude. And that's why the Elder Brain was willing to send you out of the colony on a scouting mission. Yes, as I told you before. How long did you feign mental slavery before you were able to escape? 13 3/4 years. Until finally you were given a mission to Baldur's Gate, distant enough to be out of the Elder Brain's control? That is correct. Remarkable. That is correct. And you don't mind what we brought you back under psionic control? I am entirely devoted to the needs of our Elder Brain and of its masters. You're not lying about that, right? Correct. That would be impossible. Uh-huh. There's stuff. The loot goblin in me will not let me not check it. Even though I can't imagine what I could possibly find in here that I would want to bring with me. I have enough water. Not even. Okay. I don't know, maybe more potions of healing. Those could be useful. Oh yeah, they're all still sneaking.
Mustn't let anyone see.
Okay. Once you enter this place, there is no turning back. You will no longer have access to your camp or the items stored there. New players will not be able to join your party. Do you wish to proceed? Oh yeah, in case any of you wanted to join me. No more.
Pristine darkness in every direction. Silence, but for the gentle, rhythmic slap of water on rock as your vessel cuts through.
Under most circumstances, I would say, don't ask me how Shadowheart can swim in that armor, but, I mean, she can fly. I can only imagine that flight works in the water. But for the purposes of the cutscene, she could just swim.
An overwhelming force pushes into your mind. The brain. It is here.
Uh-oh. This isn't good. This isn't good. I really hope there was... I'm pretty sure at the very least I saved after the Orin fight. But also, like, the game would have saved upon entering this final area, right? Damn. I don't know for sure, so there is still a chance that this is really, really bad. Oh look, you can you can sign up to participate in the patch 8 stress test. I am thinking that after this run, whether it succeeds or fails, maybe I shouldn't be streaming Baldur's Gate anymore, because I do not have these problems nearly as much when I am not also running the streaming software at the same time. But we shall see exactly where it left me. I wonder if that's a new loading screen from patch 8. I don't remember seeing that one ever before, and I think I would remember that one. It's a very different vibe than most of the loading screens. Like, most of them are quite dark. So this is the morning.
Let's go.
Okay, so this is annoying, but not in the grand scheme of things. Not nothing. But it is late enough, and that preparation is long enough that I think I am going to call it here, do the preparation offline, and finish the game in my next session. And then figure out what I'm gonna do after that from that time. So that really sucks, but it doesn't suck nearly as much as it could have. I hope you have a good night, and I will see you whenever I see you. I don't know. Sunday night would be the next stream unless something else happens, and then we should finish the game at that time. So, have a good one.